Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show. It's only been a week.
I know.
I doesn't feel like...
I feel like it's been longer than that, but it hasn't.
Oh my God. Been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome.
Yeah, we're back.
we hope your week has been slow and peaceful.
Yes.
And not a chaotic fucking mess.
Like ours are every single week after week after week.
Usually it seems to fly by so fast because there's so much shit hitting the fan. But anyway, this is like a whole nother... Whatever. Time is like a rubber band. You know, you're like, oh, sometimes it feels like a long time. Sometimes it feels like no time at all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we shade people every day, but this is the time where we get together and do
exactly.
it. For an audience. We see all the things on our social media, and we compare notes while we drink wine. We hope you're imbibing with us. Maybe it's just iced coffee. Lord knows, those get me jittery and ready to fucking go. So whatever your drink of choice, cheers. Oh my God, let's just talk about Britney.
Who?
Britney.
Oh, I said Brandy. I'm like, what did Brandy do? Kardashian stole from her again?
Britney has not had a very good week.
She is not. But also, TMZ is just weird.
TMZ is the culprit behind
why she's
all.
Yes.
Because they're the ones who initially chased her and hounded her and made her, way back when, feel all like fucking paranoid and shit.
For good reason.
And then now she can't even go to a restaurant.
To a fucking dinner.
Without some bitch recording her.
And then blowing up this story to massive proportions.
That's the thing, is the woman recorded her, Britney put a menu
up to block her.
Told the staff, who correctly told the woman to leave.
Yep.
And then TMZ turned around as though...
she was having a manic episode in the middle of... Okay, first of all, if you think that if Britney Spears was having a manic episode in the middle of a busy restaurant... that no one would be recording it besides the one TMZ camera.
Mm-hmm.
But people were taking pictures and recording it and actually uploading them in her defense to show that she was having a conversation with her bodyguard, who was sitting at the table, who you couldn't see from the TMZ video, obviously.
Yeah.
So it looked like she's talking to herself.
It did.
It did.
It did.
But no, she literally was talking to her bodyguard, turned around for a second to glance while having a conversation, was ordering with her server, because you could see the server was on his little notepad, writing down the order, and then she lifts up a menu to block her face from being recorded by the woman across the table. That's it. That was literally the video that they spun into Britney Spears is having a manic episode on Saturday night at Joey's, a busy-ass fucking restaurant.
No, TMZ is evil and they must be destroyed.
Yes, they are.
Meanwhile, I have seen numerous instances of Britney slander on TMZ, or not TMZ, on the other T, Twitter.
Oh, yes.
The gays have dared to ask why we even fawn over her. Someone had thought they were doing a hit tweet when they asked why... No, they stated that her Slave for You, iconic Slave for You performance
that has been
overhyped and overrated. Bitch, there is a reason.
Yes, that 20 years later, people are still talking about it.
Yes. That 20 years later, you know what we're talking about with the fucking snake and the outfit and all that
people
shit.
Are still...
People still do that for Halloween.
Dressing that for Halloween, exactly.
That is literally legendary, bitch.
Like, shut the fuck up. Wait, did you see that Brady actually responded to the manic news?
Oh, no.
Yeah. She said, wow, so TMZ likes to say that I'm having a manic episode. She's like, I was actually just joking around with my server because he brought me a fancy champagne flute for my Red Bull. and we were joking around at the table. But then she went on then she made a video with her husband, who they also claim stormed out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was embarrassed of her.
He went to the bathroom.
Yes. And she was like, you know what would be like, she's all, with me being so manic at a restaurant, she's all, I was fucking starving. She's like, I really should have just hopped table to table like a cat and eating people's pasta, because that's all I wanted was some fucking pasta.
She should have. Now there's a video.
Right?
Fucking TMZ. Whatever.
People are ridiculous.
I'm over it. Well, I was going to tie in this to overrated and overhyped. Iggy Azalea's OnlyFans has apparently disappointed everyone.
That's their own fault. You really think Iggy Azalea's going to be posting full-on badge? You know damn well when these celebs do these OnlyFans, with the exception of Tyga, that you're not going to get any more than some suggestive post.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you saw my butt crack.
Right.
$300,000 in 24 hours.
Good for her. Those idiots don't know what they're in store for her. That's their fault.
Well,
just a fucking mess.
At this point, it's your money to do with what you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You can't demand
right
someone is going to put something on OnlyFans. It doesn't work.
It's a gamble.
I saw someone. They were another creator, like I don't know, fucking TikToker or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he has an OnlyFans, and I honestly don't know what it is, but he clearly says in the description, like, this is not porn. Like, he really spells it out. But it's just still, like, paid for, so maybe it's just him shirtless, or
probably.
Who fucking knows? But I've literally seen people in his own comments being like, well, since you have an OnlyFans, you should do it anyways. And he's like, I'm not comfortable doing that.
Right? And I state very clearly that there ain't no porn on here. Jesus. Oh my gosh.
It's not Aubrey O'Day.
Right.
And her naked ass video.
Right. Well, speaking of spelling things out very clearly, I don't know why we're talking about this topic so much lately on the show, but here we are in 2023. Waffle House said very clearly, they don't care what the fuck you saw on TikTok, they're not making this goddamn sandwich. Apparently some TikToker made this, like, waffle sandwich, like a breakfast sandwich, and you have to, like, order it a specific way, and, like, all these ingredients, basically. It ends up being, like, a $20 fucking situation. And people keep ordering this fucking shit and try to make them, like, forcibly make something that's off the menu. So they've straight up put a sign saying, we are not making anything that you saw on TikTok. You must order from the menu. Good. I say good for them.
TikTok should also be destroyed.
It's like, we ain't making shit that you saw on an app. If it ain't on the menu, we're not making it.
No, they need to have a party, invite TMZ and TikTok, and then blow up the building. No. Fuck all that shit. I'm so tired of people seeing something on social media, whether it's TikTok or this, that, or the other, and just taking it to be as fucking gospel.
Right?
Like, do you have a brain? Come on. Oh, I saw it on TikTok. Shut the fuck up. I've seen people fly on TikTok.
Right? Oh my God.
Fuck.
Jesus.
That's just dumb.
Right. Well, something that isn't dumb that went viral and is now a hit is Megan.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Megan is more embraced by the gays than
bros. Megan has blown the water out of all the ticket sales. I think made $91 million on a $15 million budget. Has already been greenlit a sequel that will be out in 2025 called Megan 2.0. And is still beefing with Chucky. Chucky said something slick about her movie the other day, and she said, okay, boomer.
Wow, there's the crossover we didn't know we needed.
Right? Oh my god. I saw it last week.
Yeah.
It was good. It was just as camp as you ever would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
It lived up to the hype. It was funny. It wasn't as... I would have expected more gore, but I guess they filmed it to be rated R and then they dialed it back to PG-13.
Oh.
So they cut out a lot of the on-camera kills and whatnot, and also...
So there's a R-rated version.
Right, I need a director's cut immediately.
Yes, we demand the bloody Megan version. Let's start a hashtag campaign right fucking
Yes. Oh my god, yes. I will be watching it again.
Bloody Megan. Bloody
Megan.
Yes,
and it was only, I think, 90 minutes long, which I think is perfect time for a movie. I'm sick of these 3-hour situations.
90 minutes is all you fucking need.
Yes, and they made great use of the entire film. I was not bored once, and you know how hard that is for me. But yeah, she will be back in 2 more years.
Okay.
And I'm totally here for it. I don't think I've seen anything go this quickly viral in a long time. Because the second that trailer dropped, it was instantly a meme with the dance.
The dance.
Which the dance wasn't even a part of the script at first. It was tossed in there last minute.
What?
And it just worked.
Oh my god. Fun fact, do you know what else wasn't part of the script?
This entire show.
Yeah, well, that too. Script. We barely have notes.
Right, seriously.
Off script, my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. That was never in the pilot episode of Scooby-Doo. It was the voice actress who misplaced her actual glasses. And
that is hilarious.
Mm-hmm. And they were like, "Oh, we like that. Let's put that in."
I absolutely love that story. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else I didn't have any idea about?
Mm.
So I'm watching random things about random celebrities on YouTube because that's just what I watch. Did you know that the Olsen twins were addicted to coffee at age 10? From working so damn long on that show?
It doesn't surprise me.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Caffeine addicts at 10.
Right? I just didn't think that that's nuts. Just like...
Who was letting them have caffeine?
Clearly their parents and the rest of the cast and crew on Full House. Those girls.
I mean, I'm sure they were probably smoking cigarettes too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they stayed so small.
Just right. I hate you so much. That was mean, but also hilarious. Oh, God.
Oh.
What do you have next? Besides more Olsen twin slander?
I'll bump back to my Velma tidbit, Hollywood knowledge, and question mark, have you ever heard of sacrificial trash programming?
What?
Okay, so there's a new show.
That just made my brain contort in ways I could not even begin to explain.
What? Sacrificial trash. So there's a new show on HBO Max called Velma.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mindy Kaling's reimagining of Mystery Incorporated Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And you know I'm a lifelong Scooby-Doo fan. And they were going to basically take this and kind of do the adult version, which they've done to so many other IPs, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. It really bombed heavily with audiences, and what they did was very seemingly intentionally do things to rile up controversy.
I saw that first scene where someone's leg gets shot. I was like, this is not Harley Quinn. What the fuck is going on? That works with Harley Quinn.
Right. Yeah, Fred, chopped someone's legs off.
In the middle of a high school, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
No one ever, mentions it again. I mean, you see the kid, his leg falls off again later, but it's just like, okay. But that's one of the only random acts of violence aside from Fred himself getting shot. But it's also like, it's not like that kind of hyper gory
Yeah.
show where stuff like that is just normalized and like a punchline.
Yeah.
It's really like a random one-off. This kid
It
gets
seems
his legs
really
cut
try
off.
hard.
And then they really changed the characters, not only their ethnic identities, which personally I don't give a shit about that stuff, but they changed their nature as to who they are. Like they made Daphne a total bitch.
Ew.
And they made Fred like a frat boy asshole.
Ew.
Yeah.
Why?
Fred joined a frat one time and all they did was haze him.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Fred is like your... a lot of the characters... actually, I think every character on Scooby-Doo was as close as you could be to a stereotype, and then it veered off of that. Yeah,
what
like
the
Fred
fuck?
looked like one of those kind of people.
Yeah.
But he was a very kind-hearted and kind of dopey guy.
Exactly.
So, like, I know Fred personally.
Right. We're very invested in this.
But basically, the whole thing, including the, changing of any, and there's, like, obviously, of course, there have to be lesbians, and there has to be this, and there has to be that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all almost like, it almost seems like they're trying to get people to rile up about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they want conservatives to try to cancel them or something, or like Ben Shapiro to do a episode on it or something.
Oh my god.
And yet at the same time it's definitely not like progressive in any way, or so it's very confusing because you really do wonder who the fuck was this show written for, or was it just specifically to generate all this talk. And that's what sacrificial trash is when people knowingly take a topic that is just sort of absurd, and argue in bad faith just to rile everybody
up. And now it's backfiring on them because everyone's just pissed off because it's so tacky.
Yeah, it's just like no one wants to watch the show anymore. So I guess I don't really understand what the end game with that is.
I don't know if they do. It's all seems very just out there and honestly annoying.
It wouldn't be like it. You could dismiss that as like a theory, except the fact that Mindy Kaling herself appeared as a character on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, who spelled out that approach to getting attention. So it's something not only is she very well aware of, but has clearly first-hand knowledge of.
Well, it looks like it runs in the family. Because remember her brother had all that drama about him. Or did you not know about that?
No, I never heard about him.
Her brother claimed to be African-American and get grants and shit in college.
They were already wealthy.
Thank you!
Yeah, Mindy Kaling is like, came from a wealthy family, went to an Ivy League school. One of her first jobs out of college was writing for network television. Let's spell a bitch.
People are annoying. I can't. You know who else is annoying?
Hmm.
Jason fucking Lee. Not the beloved actor, but the media personality. Someone dug up an old tweet of his. He retweeted, because he's fucking disgusting, and I'll get to my own story about him in a minute.
Okay.
Someone dug up an old tweet to where someone had tweeted, I wonder if anyone is down for some date rape tonight. And he retweeted and said, I'm in. Because that is funny. Not at all.
What?
And he's a fucking creep, and here's where I get to my own story.
Oh my god.
So, I have a good friend who was on that stupid show Love and Hip Hop with him. And we were all hanging out here with Ivan, who you met last week.
Yeah.
My friend Ivan, we all went out last week with his parents. Yeah, me and Ivan share a friend named Miles. He was on the show for a season. And we were all hanging out, and we were like over here at the W Hotel in Hollywood. And Jason Lee pops in. So I don't know who invited him. I'm going to guess someone in Miles' camp or whatever. But he was there, obnoxious. And then it was just he and I in the hotel room because they had all went to go get, I think, some more alcohol or something like that. I wasn't feeling well. They were all going to go out. I was like, I'm staying back in the hotel room. He was talking to me about my straight friend being attractive, whatever. That's neither here nor there. But also how if everyone was drunk at the end of the night, he was going to try to do something when he fell asleep.
What?
Yes, I can't make this shit up. You can only imagine how well that went over telling me this about my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely did not mince words. He definitely was not allowed back into the hotel room.
What a fucking weirdo.
Fucking creep. So weird.
Like, A, why would you even think to do something like that? But that it would be remotely appropriate. And let alone to tell someone to their face. Or their friend, at least.
Yes.
People are really crazy.
Fucking creep. Well, Rihanna thinks he's a creep too because he DM'd Cardi B and Rihanna to ask them if they'd be up for a collaboration with each other, and Rihanna left the group chat. As she fucking should.
Wow.
Yeah, fucking grosses me out. Who we shading next?
Jen Shah.
How did I... See, I wasn't even going to bring this up because I tried to refrain from Housewives news with you, but now you bring it up, so continue.
I bring it up because some people get into mischief and there's things that go on and blah, blah, blah. But lately, there has been a trend
Yes.
of some hoes going to jail.
Yes.
Because
for very long prison sentences.
Yes. You had the
Chrisleys.
Chrisleys.
They just went in today.
Yes.
Today's their first day in prison.
And this bitch got 6.5 years.
Right? Girl.
Wow.
That's just insane. And for fucking what? Her husband already makes $500,000 a year. That's plenty of money to live very, very nicely with. I'm like, but girl.
I don't even know what all they were accused
And they
of.
raided her home and found a whole bunch of fake designer goods. Girl, your husband's $500,000 a year salary definitely could have afforded you some fucking knockoff handbags. Come on. There are girls in the hood making $30,000 a year who can buy some knockoff handbags. Yeah, she was running that telemarketing scam, defrauding the elderly.
You know, that reminds me of the time that I worked for a telemarketing place.
Were they a scam?
I think
Was it for Jen Shaw?
and it wasn't. I don't know that it was for her because it wasn't. It wasn't in California, but it was one of my first jobs, like as a teenager. And I remember, like, literally, they just closed. Like everyone got paid, and we got our last checks, and like all the stuff. But
Like no reaching out to anyone.
I hated that job so fucking much. Anyway,
Probably was Jen Shaw.
but
Was it based out of Utah? Because that's where she's from.
Like just one day the office was you came in to get your check and that was
That is crazy.
I was like, what? Yeah, that was a horrible job. That was horrible. That's terrible because you had a script that you read, so at least you know you would never felt like you were even yourself, really, because you just had this whole like script that you're reading.
Of course,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah, but
You're like a robot. You're like Megan, but a lot less entertaining.
But obviously, people will get very upset or whatever. Or I mean, it was a job. That's all I can say.
You know, sometimes
I know we did actually work with the. At least I thought we did, with the local phone company. We were basically like selling a service that you would get. Yes.
It was Jen Shaw.
It probably was
I'm
a
in my head. This is
Now that I'm thinking about it, like, why would the phone company hire
Right.
telemarketing? Oh no, we work.
I don't
with your
trust
phone
it.
company.
Mhm.
Oh my god!
It was Jen Shaw.
Wow. I don't even know.
Oh my god. I mean, you know who's pissing off people once again for the 6th month in a row? Beyonce. One, there's still no videos for this goddamn album that's been out for 6 months at this point. Literally 6 months. Her one of her fans were crying, laughing in their car, and they were like, I can't believe she played us. We've literally made up a whole dance that went viral for something that she never even gave us a video for. We've been making our own damn visuals because she hasn't given it, like, she's just been partying and not doing shit. And now they're pissed off again because she's getting paid for some gig in Dubai that's paying her $24 million. Well, it's an outside gig and they were doing a sound check for it. And the songs heard at the sound check were Naughty Girl, Halo, Spirit, Freedom, Crazy in Love, and Drunk in Love. Not one damn song from the new album.
Nope. I mean, look, they probably gave her a set list that they're going to give her $24 million.
Oh, very true. Someone did say, who is paying $24 million for a concert and how can I marry them? The real questions here.
Damn.
But Spirit from the Lion King soundtrack?
It sounds like someone young
Oh,
whose
definitely.
father, paid for it. Good for her. God damn, that's a lot of money.
Right?
Dubai kind of freaks me out, though. Like,
Same.
could we legit safely go there?
It
or
scares
not?
me.
Like,
I mean, they did do a Real Housewives of Dubai recently, so they're allowing people to film there. But I don't know. I don't trust it.
I don't really get killed.
I just don't trust it.
Well, we have finally arrived at the moment in time where everyone caught up to us trashing this show, The Real Friends of WeHo.
Oh my god.
We told y'all, we told you all, we fucking told you that not only would this be a disaster and a hot mess, but, of course we didn't know this, but they decided to cut a half fucking hour out of Paul's Drag Race.
Because who thought that would go over well?
And then stick it in between Untucked. It's fucking MTV. What else do they have?
Right? Fucking, what's that damn show that plays every fucking ridiculousness?
Shut up. They could make RuPaul's Drag Race 2 hours
Right?
and still have this shit behind it and no one would fucking watch it. Go away. Who fucking thought of that?
Well, speaking of shit, did you see what the gays are doing?
Yes, they're spamming
Scat porn underneath
porn.
all of their fucking tweets. It's so gross.
That is the most interaction the Real Friends of WeHo's Twitter has gotten.
They only have 300 followers. How do we have more followers than they do?
To put it in perspective,
Right?
the last time we tweeted was 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
We have more followers than.
Just a mess.
Oh. Meanwhile, this is the crew that wouldn't film with Chris Salvatore because he had an OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
He dodged a bullet on the
Really, really did.
You, first of all, show us that OnlyFans. Second of all, he's very fine. Second of all, you dodged a fucking bullet, sir.
Right.
Let's hope they never dig that footage up and put you on this show because you don't need it. You
child.
don't need it.
And what a bunch of pretentious little assholes.
I'm curious if it's gonna last
More than one episode at this point.
No, they'll probably have 2 or 3 at least.
I'm talking about episodes, not seasons.
Are they like retroactively cutting out those Drag Race episodes?
I don't know.
Because now that you look, when your mind is aware of something, you kind of look for it, right? But I think rightly so. People are kind of calling it out. Like, hold up, like the editing looks weird. Like, did they literally legit just decide to rip out time from an already finished episode?
I do not know. And for this random ass cast of characters,
I don't know how the timing all works. If someone listening knows the
please fill
behind
us
the
in.
scenes, because I really could see that. I could see RuPaul's Drag Race production doing their normal stuff.
Yep.
And then a phone call comes in. Right?
From the talking head at MTV headquarters.
Unless WoW is also producing that show, which I don't think they are.
I don't know. It just seems like a dumb show anyways. I'm like...
Nobody wants to see that. No
one cares.
Give us a killer robot bitch
yes!
that dances in a hallway.
Thank you.
And not stupid, pardon my language, faggotry.
Yes.
But that's the bullshit we see every day.
Exactly.
We don't need to see that shit.
Well, and the thing that really makes me mad is for the other cast members who aren't that one guy from Rachel... Zoe and Todrick is because they actually have shown some clips of the other cast members because it actually is a diverse cast, and they seem pretty fucking interesting. So why would you not lead with that for your trailer?
Because they want drama. It wants to be loud.
I'm just like, Jesus. Just give us a cast of normal people that we don't know who the fuck they are.
I don't want to see...
And let's have them bopping around in their own respective careers. And call it a day. That's why the Housewives initially kicked off, because they were 5 random bitches that you didn't know who the fuck they were.
Yes, but they were sort of connected to things that
exactly.
knew about.
And then you watch them, and they bring the memes and whatnot. Atlanta had no one before Candy. No one knew what a Nene Leakes was or anyone it was, but they all had personalities that worked.
I thought that's what reality shows were about.
Right?
Real people.
We don't need to see people who have platforms already.
No.
Just
they're already making money.
Yeah, show us some random ass people we can actually relate to. Talking shit to each other and having fun. That's it.
Oh, God. I want to see a travel show, honestly. I would just love to see, like, a really fun travel show.
Yes. Get some bitches in an RV and have them travel around the country and do some weird shit. Bring back road rules, damn it.
Oh, man. Okay, I know this has been floating out there. This is really the last thing that I have. But I just thought this was so fucking funny.
What?
Gina Serrano's latest movie. Gina is the one who tweeted about being so repressed as a conservative in Hollywood, and she likened herself to the Jews in the Holocaust. Which is a really terrible idea when you work for the mouse, because you got to think about your whole point of view. You know, you are being held up. Very much so, to the point where she was just about to get her own spinoff, right? And then to insult and
people are less than smart. And
then never apologize and stick to her guns and claim that she never, that she's won because she was an asshole. And she's going to go on to bigger and better things. This is where it always falls short. This is where it always fucking falls short. All these people are so much talk. I know there's money being made with some of these people or whatever, but most of the time it doesn't trickle down to the keyboard warriors who are liking a post or doing this or doing that, right? They're not actually actively going out and seeing her latest movie. You know how I know that? Because the box office totals for her latest movie were $804.
Oh my God.
Dollars.
See, I knew it wasn't millions, obviously, but I thought it would at least be thousands.
We have made more money on this show,
right? Literally.
Yes.
Literally.
I think it just goes to show you, first of all, continue to reveal yourselves. I love to see it. But also that it's just not true. Like for the most part, I think you just can't expect to be a horrible person and have people support you.
Child.
Not in this town, bitch.
Oh my god, please tell me you heard about, this is a name we haven't brought up in a long time, probably, well, since the pandemic.
Oh god.
Carol Baskin?
I was just reading about this today about her husband.
Is that who was announced dead in 2002? Is alive and well in Costa Rica?
According to Carol Baskin and no one else.
Oh, I didn't see that. What?
Oh, I did a little detective work on that shit.
What the hell?
It's her sources that are saying this.
Oh, so it's like her team is putting this out there? For what reason?
Carol Baskin. Yeah, let's see.
What?
But no one noticed. Yeah, there's like this whole... it's very suspicious.
Wow.
She claimed that he is actually alive and well, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't aware of it, all the stuff. Yeah, and then he's alive and well in Costa Rica. But there's been no actual confirmation of this by anybody.
That is
the only
crazy.
person who is claiming this is crazy ass Carol Baskin. It's not like he popped up like, nope, I'm alive. No. She's the one who claims this is happening.
Oh, Jesus.
So I don't trust that bitch. I'm sorry.
You know who else has been missing? But has not been fed to tigers, allegedly. Have you heard of OneCoin?
Yeah.
Have you heard about the founder, Ruja Ignatova? This is the biggest scam in history. I've been going down a rabbit hole about scams and whatnot. This woman from Bulgaria founded this cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And had everyone on board with it. It was...
Oh, crypto is such a huge scam.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah.
She had all of these conventions and whatnot. And then it was revealed 2 years ago that she basically just created a website. This never was any type of anything besides literally a giant scam. And she would hold worldwide conferences filled to the brim with people in the auditoriums. And then one day, she vanished. With $15 billion.
I'm sorry.
Bet you didn't expect that figure, did you? Not million, billion. She is...
Fucking good for her.
She's one of the few people on... Well, one of the few women... She has a missing persons report on her.
Oh my god!
No one has seen this woman in 2 years.
I'm a huge fan of like anime and manga, so I'm definitely imagining like an anime character,
right,
based off of this woman. Whoo, she got like a business suit, you know. Oh wow, that's amazing! I love her.
$15 billion scam. No one that woman has had plastic surgery. Is unrecognizable.
The bitch bought her own island and she is living somewhere rent-free.
Like, how insane is that?
No.
Yes. Celebrities like BB Rexa were, like, supporting her through all... It is... God, I love
it. I kind of like it when rich people get scammed. I know it's wrong.
True.
I know it is.
Mm-hmm. However, Like
I
how
guess I'm also just such a skeptic, and I really question everything so much. And I just feel like so many of these things really would be very apparent and obvious to you if you were asking questions and like stepped back from it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong.
Well, she scammed these fools so good because she was targeting people who had little to no knowledge of crypto.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically said that the way that their model worked was so advanced that even the crypto experts really can grasp it. She played in their faces. I'd love to see it.
Good for her. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
Goodbye.
bye.